Good now. So
Perfect.
welcome everybody to the Bookmap Academy meeting. This is our Thursday meeting where we go through your trades, your markups, and there's a whole program behind it. I'll briefly go through it here. If you go to bookmap.com, then if you go up to hold on a minute here, let me make sure that this is going correctly. Hold on a minute here, let me make sure. All right, yeah. If you go up to the more button and then Bookmap Academy here under community. All right, now I'll briefly go through it here. There's three different things we have going on within the Bookmap community that you can partake in, and there, for the most part, all you have to have is a free version of Bookmap. It is better, of course, to have either Global or Global Plus, the paid version. But anyway, in this Bookmap Academy, if you create one piece of content per day, marked up charts, and going over your trading strategy, so your journaling of your trades and its quality, over time, we look at it and we go, okay, this guy's really good. We will give you Bookmap for free. You'll see it through the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You can become a coach. You can get data for free. You can become a streamer. In fact, I'd love to get you as a streamer, David. I know I keep mentioning it to you, and then you keep, I don't have the
You're too
time
funny.
for that. And anyway, would love to get you in there.
We'll have a chat. See what we can do next year. For sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So anyway, that's the Bookmap Academy. Now, there's a subset of the Bookmap Academy called the pilot program. A lot of you guys are in it. And you're creating content in here as well. Now, this is, like I said, it's a subset of it, but it's very focused, it's very particular. This all came out of exactly from this quote. I've worked with thousands of traders, and most don't have a defined trading edge or a process of knowing how to create one. So that's what this program does. It gives you that structure in this process so you can build out your trading edge. And it's a very effective approach, the most effective I've seen. To build this out, and then when you see your setup, you will take your trade and you will build it not only through experience but also with quantitative data. All right, that's, you can sign up here for that one as well. And then the last one is the Blue Jacket, which is a competition for your content as well, posted on social media. And you can get Bookmap, you can win Bookmap for 3 months here. Now, all of that said, let's go back to bookmap.com, because if you are interested in some of these programs, or just in general, you're interested in Bookmap, and you've been kind of kicking the tires a little bit, well, now is a great time to try it. Take it for a test run. We've got all these sales going on right now. So, for example, the Black Friday sale is 50% off of Global Plus, our best package, and it is 50% off data if you need it as well. Okay, and it is good until the end of the year here, so you don't have too much time left. If you want to try it for a longer period, this is a great deal. Now, the Cyber Monday deal is a little different. It is here. Let's go see the deals here. It's 60% off the Global Plus for the month only, the first month only. And then also 50% off the data as well, or 60% off, I'm sorry. Now, those are the two deals for Global Plus. And because a lot of you guys that already have Bookmap also requested, can I get a deal on the add-ons? So this year we did it, 50% off any of the add-ons from the Bookmap marketplace except data. Okay, so all the details, click on the see the deal and scroll down a little bit here and you can go through it here. We got another one coming up on January 26th, and this is only good for a few days. This is 30% off Global Plus Lifetime. Okay, so
Nice.
we've never offered this before. It was highly requested, so we're offering this one too. It does not include data. Note that you will need to bring data from your broker or prop firm, or you can get it from bookmap.com. All right, those are the deals, and those are all the programs. So we're going to jump into the program here, and this is the process in the program for journaling. This is the same thing I show in the All Markets webinars on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Impetus, what's moving the market? We need to read the news. You need to know the data, what's going on out there, and what's moving the market. Then we're looking at our key levels on our higher time frame. And then we're going to develop scenarios around those key levels and strategies, and then we're going to trade them. So number 4 is your setup. It's mechanical at this point. You have a checklist. You grade it to determine the sizing and risk you want to put on, and you look at Bookmap to understand the order flow to give you that edge. All right, that's it. Anyway, let's go through the disclosures, then we'll jump in. General disclosure, all Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure, trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, that's that. Let's see here. David, you're up first, and let me grab
Perfect.
your sheets here.
I've got Wintim, who's in here, and I've got Laura, who's not in here. That's
okay.
No problem.
Okay, Wintim. Let's start with that one. Right. Light him up. I think we had you last week as well. So, Wintim, invite you up to the stage.
Nice.
And Nadia, nice to see you in here. DNT, some of the Bookmap pilot program coaches will invite up here to the stage. Trading is life. There you are. And Wintim also up to the stage.
Great.
Cool. Okay. Wintim, let us know what is going on here, what you looked at here, or David, maybe you want to start off when
yeah, sure. So yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, etc. So welcome traders, great to see everyone with us today as we head towards Christmas. Great bit of charting here by Wintim, really effective, Bruce, simple anchored VWAP trade-in, which no doubt he's going to talk about any moment now. But what I really like in his notes, a couple of things. First of all, there's two-way trading here. He's going short one moment, and then very quickly he's going long. That's easy to say as a trader. You know, we all know that, particularly as a scalper. Today's a great example, whereas if you're capable of going left, going right, going left, going right, you can do really well. But that mindset, Bruce, where you 1 minute you are going short because you feel you're going short, and then the next minute you've reversed gears. It can take quite a while to get you into that thing, because you can have that sort of, subconscious bias of the market's always going up. So why would I want to go short? Which is fine. So I love that. So I'm looking forward to him talking about that. That's for sure. The other thing he talks about in his notes is about overtrading, where, as that analogy, Bruce, where you've had a lot to drink, you've had a lot to eat, you're fed. You're not stopping trading necessarily because you've hit some limits, whatever. You just feel contented, and he's talking about that. So it'd be nice to get him on the mic and talk a little bit about that, because that's, again, another good skill we've all got to have. Where we've done enough. It's not necessarily about dollar limits on a particular day, but I've done enough for today. I'm either just going to might go into dem or go into sim, or I'm just going to walk away from the screens and do something else and get some sunshine, Bruce, if there is any. Wintim, over to you. Good evening.
Good evening. Hello and greetings from Germany.
Yes. Tell us about this one, please.
Yes, I posed this trade because for me, this was a great learning. I trade 5 to 10 trades in a session, 2 hours. But on this moment, I often overtraded at such situations because you see, I go short and win fast, very quick, and
Nice.
I realized, okay, bias change. I trade long.
You did, yeah.
But few seconds. The next time I think, I won and I will not lose. I don't accept the losses when this trade hits my stop loss, and then I trailed the stop loss very fast and go out of the trade. and then I close Bookmap and say no trading, because in my history of trader, at these moments I trade 20, but of 50 trades, and destroy prop firm accounts. And
Okay.
yes, so I close Bookmap and say this was a happy end.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great. I'm curious, do you use any other charts to sort of get a broader feel, a bit of more context, certain levels, that thing, or you just trade enough Bookmap, please?
I use addons and the TPO, and there are look for key levels, value area high, value area low, POCs, VWAPs,
Hmm.
support and resistance zones, ledges, single prints, and for me the TPO give me the context.
Yeah.
I see okay, there the initial balance holds, it's a range day, or okay, initial balance, the chart goes higher and higher. Okay, I will catch the trend. I
Yes.
can show you in chat this day
Okay. Very
15.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're using TM Pro here, so I'd be curious also what filters, if any, says David, you were using, if you can recall.
Uh, I post in chat that there's a
Nice.
TPO and a cache
Okay.
session.
Great.
I only I'll use cache session, and yeah, you see show price
Got it.
from the trade. This was oh, okay.
Can't see the price levels in here, but
Yes. Ooh. Uh, moment.
That's okay. Another one you posted, perhaps?
Uh, 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 you see, there was a support zone, and the day before is the low volume area, and so
Okay.
I saw this, and okay, this is a potential long reversal in this moment, and
sorry, hold on.
this changed my bias.
Okay. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It can take quite a while to get that sort of neutral feeling. You'll trade up or down. You don't care.
Yes, yes. Um,
So where did you on the profile chart? Where did you enter here?
the bottom.
So down in here, is it
No, no,
65?
no. Left profile.
In here.
This, yes, 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 and there
Okay.
bottom.
Okay. And then you're trying to trade it back up into here.
Yes, yes. On the range day, the idea is to trade out of balance into balance in the middle of the balance. For example, POC,
Yeah.
and that's my bias. But I trade on prop firm, so I make profit until I got few ticks.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So let's see, 6808.
And there was liquidity, and when I have a level on TPO and liquidity, for me is double.
Yeah. Okay. I see. So
Yes.
really down here on the first leg or second leg here. Which one here?
Says, um,
This one?
the second,
Okay. Okay. In here. Got you. Okay.
7 o'clock. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, very nice. And sorry, Bruce, cut in there. That liquidity there with the large lot trader at 6808. I'll say more typical, happy to be totally wrong, was typical what we see within ES, where the price will get very close to it, can be a stop run. We can't see that at the moment here. And then the price quickly moves away from it, catching a lot of people, a lot of trapped sellers on that. And I see that more within ES, Bruce. If you look at the chart I've just posted in the chat, which is from NQ today, a little bit earlier on, I find with NQ, and we'll see that if we talk about Laura's, that those liquidity levels that come in, and it's a shame John's not on the mic. You can see that area there, yeah, where the liquidities come in at 25,200, and it goes straight through it. That area there, I feel you see that more within NQ than you do with ES. There's more teasing on ES, although someone might statistically prove me completely wrong, Bruce. I don't know what you think on that.
On NQ, I touched also this day a long trade, the reversal.
Yeah.
No, I think the NQ, David, very much in agreement. Like areas of high liquidity, if they transact, and well, depending on how if it's a really strong downtrend and hits these areas, it will likely kind of bounce a little bit and trade through it. But boy, it really reacts really nicely to these areas. I mean, you can see it all over the chart. Wherever it hits, it usually pulls back. So it reacts really well. And like you said, it's compared to the ES, it's it's a little more blunt that way.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But really good, Owen, Tim. Very, very, very good. Anything else you want to add to that before perhaps we bring in DNT on this chart as well?
The marginal thing that I close Bookmap and go away from the chart and say this was a good day, and for me this is proud. I'm proud.
No, well done. No, it's good, and it's good you stepped away. Good you stepped away. Feeling full.
I have to do the same, Tim. I have to close Bookmap. I have to close that trigger chart a lot of the time too. I completely understand. It really saves you, and when you take a trade, it's really good to go back and reanalyze the charts again. Because usually what happens when you hit a target, it's a target on an intermediate time frame, or it's a target for a reason, right? And so the markets wait for a minute, wait for a few, wait for the market to see how the market's going to respond to your target, and then give it like 5 minutes, or whatever, however long you need it to be. But it really helps us to step back and reanalyze the charts, and then maybe come back after you've analyzed the charts, and then check out the order flow, what happened at the level, because usually your target's there for a good reason. So it's smart to do that. I really like that.
For normal, when I do scalping, for normal, I do a scalp and then I go to my window and look at 2 minutes, drink water, and then I go back to chart. Get a new buyer.
That's the way. That's the way. I completely advise everybody does that. Actually, it's really easy to get caught up and zoom too. It's easy to get caught up and not like zoom out. So I wish there was an easier way to close all my Bookmap charts at once. I have like 5 Bookmap charts up, but
good lad. Any other thoughts, Bruce, before we go to the next one, please?
Just a little bit on I guess maybe this is your, if you can just elaborate on this is your maybe your prop trading strategy here. But I'm a little confused, I have to say, between this kind of scalping, because you're getting just a couple points here, and then you're getting just a couple ticks on this one here, which is fine if that's what you're doing. My question is about it not being. I mean, because you're looking at these higher time frames in here, right? With your TPOs and all this kind of stuff. And if that is the case, and here's your big single distribution. Would you want to hold it to try to get back up into maybe up in here or something, or maybe the swing up in here, and get quite a bit more out of it. Here's 68.25 or so, and you got in at 08. That's where I'm a little confused between this higher time frame vision and the scalping you're doing, but maybe again it has to deal with the way that you're trading a prop firm.
Yes, in prop firm you have trading drawdowns, and they trail with open liquidity. And for example, I hold and trade an NQ 120 ticks, and then it goes break even. I lost 120 ticks from my drawdown, and until I reached this drawdowns, I scalp a few ticks with size, and then when I have static drawdowns, then I trade to hold trades, trail my stop loss, take break evens, scale positions. Yes.
Okay. So you found that scalping and just getting a few, looking at the bigger picture, but only scalping a small move within that is effective for you, is what I guess you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. No, that's it for me on my side.
Cool. Thank you, Bruce. The next one, Tim, is you got your checklist on this. We see the price scoops down again. There may have been a stop run, like I said on the last one. So talk me through this one, which you held a little bit longer. That's for sure.
Yes. This is a replay. Yes,
Okay.
because I took trades from the Blue Jacket competition and the study replay to get more confidence with my setups. And this setup I train now because I bought MBO add-on, and there's a CVD in the market as sellers, and you see the black line, the liquidity difference, and I saw and replay often that when CVD is falling and liquidity is rise up, then potential reversal comes in. And
Nice.
when there is a P level or a volume cluster, then I test, and saw, okay, we have a structure shift. And then Robert last week shows the volume pullbacks, and then I test this in replay, and so got an edge for me that I identify very often in replay, and now in the real market also, like my NQ post, I post here in this chat. There's same setup. Yes, but it's an entry setup, and also NQ or ES, it works.
Do you like the market entry, the market stop entry that you used in your stop order? Yeah, that would be
yes.
Keep on. Keep. Do you, within your prop account, are you able to scale? Are you able to add to that entry, or can you only do a single or something like that, please?
I love to scale, but I often scale and scale also my risk.
Yeah.
So I must train to close scaling positions after they not run. And in prop firm, scaling is nice to fund contents, fund accounts, or when you have a static drawdown to push up, up, up. Yes, also I often scale, but more in NQ because when EQ push, then push 100, 200 ticks, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
nice to scale, but very fast to close when there's when I see a reversal.
Because on this chart, I'm not seeing a lot of volume bringing the price back up. So, but obviously the price did go back up, David. And this is the main chart you look at, because the TPO doesn't really give you much beyond that, does it?
It's kind of hard to see, David. I mean, like he's pulled his volume bars way up here, but this is blowing it out completely.
True.
Right?
True.
So
Yeah.
that's why it's a little hard to see. But there's some pretty big, volume
Selling.
here, and that's selling. And then the buying starts to pick up. Yeah, it's hard to read. I agree.
It is. Yeah,
So,
no, that's fair. That's fair. But no, well played. Well played all the same. Some large lot traders there, Bruce, on the book, as we can see at sort of 28.43 and a quarter.
where?
Yeah. Is it? Sorry, 68.43 and a quarter. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right here. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Got
Not
you.
bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
DNT.
Interesting.
Catch us.
Yeah, please.
Please catch me.
Oh, I don't know what to say. It's good. It's good to replay. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's good though to you have a good checklist, and you seem like you know your setups pretty well. I really like that you're doing the replays. It's smart, man. I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah. I mean, as Bruce said, sorry to chip across, on the previous chart, this is when you look at the scale and sort of 8, 10 handles or so. So well done, all the same. If you can trade that at a high percentage, brilliant. Definitely make a living on it. So good stuff. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think just any comment, more comments here is this one's hard to kind of read. I guess the time of day. You're Central European, so I guess this is noon here, East Coast time. Is that right? Or
I think so.
yeah. I mean, I know it's replay mode, but nonetheless. So just a suggestion to try to get more out of Bookmap. I think you can see that you've got the you'd have to add in the Trader Map Pro or Trader Map Lite immediately or during the recorded session. But you got this bot in here that's really kind of messing with stuff, and it's not giving you too much info. So you're relying on the indicators a lot to give you this setup, and this information would be really good. I mean, you can see some liquidity getting filled probably there too. Stop run into some liquidity down here. And then, like David said, it's kind of hard to see, but you do see some buyers starting to pick up. And then, like you said, the structural shift. And some higher liquidity here, and that's where you put your stop below it, which I think is nicely done there. But I think maybe if you use the bot remover, Trader Map Lite or Pro, you'd probably be able to see a lot more here in the heat map. Be helpful. Here's a book flip here. This traded, but it flipped over from offer to bid. traded through it, tested off of it, and it continued on up. And
Cool.
it's kind of hard to see some of those things in here.
This week, I started on Thursday with TraderMap Pro or Blue Jacket to record the videos, and I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so like it will remove this and it'll make this liquidity here and this liquidity here stand out a lot better.
Yes.
And this order book flip in here too. So great entry, you got in here. As you see the structure break and it's starting to work out for you. And then, you get behind that book flip as well. You're in front of it here. Anyway, and then, yeah, beautiful exit up into just at the figure here at around 50. Nice trade.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The book flip, I will learn. Never heard this.
It's a pretty simple thing, and this one might even looks a little suspicious, to be honest, but that they're on the offer here. Looks like it transacted here. You see the blue dot there, but basically it just means that there's high liquidity here and it trades through it. Now this was resistance here. Now it's support and they're on the bid here. That's what it means. And then what really matters though is the context again. Like, how does it trade when it tests down here? Does it stay? Does it hold? Do you find more buyers? Does it bounce off of it? In this case, it did. So this is a pretty good level in here to maybe move your stop down or up to or something like that. Anyway, just some thoughts.
Cool.
There. Yeah. Trainees Life, welcome.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Any comments on this?
You guys basically said it all. I mean, it was a beautiful trade. Like you said, Bruce, his entry. I would have probably waited to after the liquidity, and then I would have entered because it could have easily went back on them, reversed on them due to the two where you said it was the book flip. Those liquidities right there could have easily pushed price back down. So I would have waited and see what happens there. Once it became support, then I would have got in. That's the only thing that I've noticed that I probably would have did different. But other than that, I think it was a beautiful entry, beautiful trade, exit beautifully.
Yeah.
That's all.
Your entry would probably be in here someplace, right?
Yeah, definitely. Right there,
Yeah.
right after the pullback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
and then my stop would have been right
Right
below
here.
that.
Yeah.
Right below that liquidity. Right there, exactly.
Yeah, Radiant's Life, you've really mastered this, and man, is this going to help you on the low volume pullback? I mean, this is a low volume pullback, but you're going to be able to splice in, and also the amount of risk that you're taking, even though you're buying way up here, the amount of risk that you are taking against you is minimal.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, really great stuff. Because in here, we don't really know yet. I mean, it looks good, but here is where it really starts to pick up. I mean, I guess you could make an argument for it in here as well. It's pretty dicey. You do have the stop run. You do have high liquidity. And yeah, if you got in someplace in here or here, like, it's kind of dicey. It hasn't really broken that structure yet. So.
No.
Yeah, my decisions are made based off aggressive accumulation because right there, that's where all your buyers are stepping in.
Yeah.
So once I saw them push through that liquidity, then that liquidity became support, then I would have been in with more confidence.
Yeah.
Let's replay. I zoom in and look where does the buyers push. In real life, I try to look at these dips and test it.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do when Tim, like DNT was saying. It's smart. Like this is what the pilot program is all about: is go back, replay it again, go back, replay it again, get good at it. Try, you just learned something really good from Trading His Life, and try that one. See if it resonates with you.
Yes.
And then you can trade it multiple times in replay mode, and get a feel for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Any other comments here?
None for me. Well done, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I've been noticing your post on X, Winston. Good job with your post with your add-on. I know you're in the competition for the blue jacket, so I just wanted to let you know I've been noticing your post. So good job with that.
Thanks, and thanks for support.
No problem.
All right. Well, thank you, Tim. And let's see here. Well, let's move on. I think Laura is, and I know Shark is away for a few days here. And Laura, I think, is out tonight. Anyway, let's see. We can go over Laura's if there's something you wanted to mention.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that'd be good, Bruce. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit harsh on you, Laura, when you watch the video on this. David, I'm going to be a bit harsh on you, and I'm going to be harsh on you, Laura, because you've got, you've done the reps and sets. She has, Bruce. Yeah. She knows NQ as well as any of us. She's got plenty of screen time. She's got plenty of road miles and all those other phrases. So we've got two trades here, one that worked out and one that didn't work out. This is a trend line break, and this is in Chicago time, and I love the way she marks up the charts, as we've got used to now over the weeks and months, Bruce. I could say the years probably. So she's marking up when we go from ETH to RTH open. She's marking up the opening range bar, which is that purple rectangle at the top, Bruce. That's it. Yeah, it goes across there. So she's got the ORB. And then the price scoots down. So my first point, Laura, you, like me, you know the ORB, you know how to trade the ORB, and you didn't take this trade. Now, if she was there, she might say why, Bruce, but to remind us on the ORB, you can see where the price breaks up above that rectangle within the first sort of minute or two. It then fails. So whether you want to say it's a head and shoulders, whatever it is, it fails then at that rectangle, and then the volume comes in and it starts to sell. As an NQ scalper, you've got to be able to smash those, says David.
This one here, this move.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. This move, as you often say, Bruce, if you're sitting next to me, that's the trade I'm going to be all across. Yeah. Volume's picked up. I've got the structure fail. I've got the ORB. It's early in the frame. I'm looking at other things, but either way, that is the trade you should have had, Laura. So I'd like you for your homework to be working on that. She then takes the trade much further down, Bruce, when the trend line, David, is has broken. We can see the other trade there, Laura, is where you got the green volume bar picking up, Bruce. So you can see the POCs coming down. If you go a little bit,
this one,
but this one here,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Look at the buy volume there, Laura, compared to the sell volume I've just said you should have traded. That one there. It's a higher low from the first dip on the left of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's through the POC, volume's coming in. You've just got to be able to smash those as an NQ trader. I'm sorry, Laura. This is what I said I was going to be harsh, Bruce, didn't I? You've got to knock those. Now, her setup, great. The price comes up, it bubbles around, etc. It then comes back down, and you'll see then on the next chart where she get in. She was successful. So great trade. But Laura, you've missed two really good trades and quite a big one at the start. So you can see, yeah. So that number 4 there, that was a screamer of a trade to take. You know, it's all over it, but she didn't take that one. She's taken what's off the double bottom, that higher low on at 856, which is 956 your time, Bruce, and she takes that up into liquidity. Fantastic. She's got the target, she's got the magnet, a la Scott, and she's there. Love it. She's moving the stops around. It's brilliant. The price goes on again, which, yeah, you know, for the aggressive trader, then you saw the liquidity building a little bit above. You could have, you know, all those various things with scaling or something like that. But either way, well executed, Laura. But your homework is to work on those ORB trades, please. Bruce, help me. Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't have too much to say about the 2 trades that you mentioned. You know, I don't have any kind of criteria for the setup except for just, you know, really looking for that spike and then jumping in and then looking for where it might go, and then getting out. But on the trendline break accumulation trade, so interesting one here is, and this is for you guys who are in here. This is kind of, you know, it's kind of a tricky setup because it's a reversal setup, and you know, I know that a lot of people, you know, don't like that, and they got to wait, and it, you know, it takes a while, etc. But the things that you can learn from it are amazing. And like for this one here, I mean, like David said, look at this volume spike in here. Okay, it did break the diagonal structure, but it still hasn't really broken the horizontal structure. And it's kind of hard to see where that is, but let's just say it's up in here someplace. So, you know, and it kind of just bounces around in here, and this accepts higher. That's bullish. She's really good at noticing all that high liquidity getting filled. This is great. So now, what I wanted to mention, and this is not so much for her, but I think for everybody else, in a reversal, you'll start to note that, okay, there's a lot of selling, and then you'll get one pocket like this, but then you'll still get sellers, and you still may be trending down. And then they come in again, though, and that's your trade. And I think Laura really nailed it here. This is great because now here's her kind of minor structure, and you could, you know, see even a minor like trend line or minor horizontal line, and she noted the aggressors here, and that now she's getting in because she knows that there's been tons of liquidity filled, there are aggressors, and more liquidity filled. It's a higher low, and now she's starting to see the aggressors again. Get in, target the high liquidity, hit your single. Great job, Laura. Really nicely done. So I would say that when you see things like this, you know, there's no problem hitting the single and moving on to the next. But these can lead into some really powerful moves that will trend a lot. So just something to note, because now you're on the side of the buyers. There's no question, right? You noted this, you noted all of this, and you noted the aggressors. The buyers are going to take control, and they break this structure up here, and they're off to the races. I'd be curious to see where this went.
It went.
Yeah, 17th here.
Broadly in that time of day, Bruce, is within the first sort of 30 minutes where I use the phrase that price gap. The price has gone down. They're getting, but the guys and girls getting better pricing, and then off, as you said, off it can go to the races.
Yeah.
So getting in early can be pretty good. Laboring my point. I love these deals, Bruce. Love these deals.
No, I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to show this. I wanted to show this setup in here that illustrates the point. But whenever you're ready, David.
Yeah. Now, and laboring my point about sort of where the number 4 is to take that trade. And we had this the other day when Oracle, there was some news yesterday regarding were they doing that thing with Universal or were they not, etc. And the NQ just collapsed. And that it's just been in that. I was on about the mindset being jab and straight, going up and down, left and right, just where you have the confidence to use your mouse, like the market's moving, you have that millisecond of looking across your charts and you get in. It takes a while to get there, Bruce, as you know. Being able to do that, like on that number 4, it just,
yeah.
Try and replay, David. Try and replay.
Exactly. That's where, David, like, that took you years to learn, right?
Oh, it did. It did, yeah.
It's not easy, but you get a sense and a feel for it. And it's like, oh, they're going to move it. Like, and then you start getting really aggressive. This is exactly what the pilot program can help with in the replay mode. So replay it, build out some criteria for this kind of aggressive trade, retrade it, and then you'll be you'll never get maybe as close as David does, but you'll get a lot closer, because you'll have in a few weeks like hundreds of these examples, and then you'll have that experience. You'll get a feel for it.
Yeah, you will. CPI today was a great example. The price scooted off when the number came out. It pulled back a little bit and then started scooting again. It's that confidence to get in again, knowing we're going to continue to go up, and we did.
Yeah.
So this is like one of those trades where on the trendline break accumulation where you can draw the micro trend line break, and and this is kind of like if you draw it, Bruce, can we see what it looks like a micro trend line?
Which one? Over
high
here
on the far left,
or from here to here?
Yeah. No. The steep one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not really like a trend line because it only has like 2 points of contact really, but it like dives through that liquidity and then it finds that support. And I know like what Laura's thinking here, she's looking for liquidity above. She's looking for a target to hit with liquidity, and it's not really there. It's mostly just right above. It's not really like higher until after you get the pop. Like where she has the red rectangle around the heavy liquidity later after the pop. Yeah, on the top on the offer where the red rectangles are, where the heavy liquidity is at. See, that liquidity ain't come in till later. And I know like Laura looks for that when she's trading this trend line break accumulation. She's looking for that liquidity as targets for the as targets in her direction. And during that first micro trend line break, she didn't really have it. If she had it, I bet she would have took that, David. But they had liquidity still on the bid, and she's thinking potential for it to go lower. And it is always there. That's always there because you just don't know. But if that liquidity was up there earlier, I bet she would have took what you're talking about. I bet she would.
She should. Yeah. The other thing I do, as you guys know, when I'm trading NQ, what I am trying to get away from is I am looking at the Mag 7 within that. And today, I'll be honest, Bruce, this afternoon or my afternoon, I wasn't looking on Bookmap at NQ. I was looking at Tesla on NQ, and I was trading NQ on Ninja because the effect that the moon effect that Tesla has so much today and often many days on NQ to give me sort of clues where we are getting these 180 and reversals. So if you have got that DX feed, worth trying to do that.
Yeah. Well, David, Bookmap Data now offers stocks too, NASDAQ.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
does it?
Yeah. We've had it for a while now. So is
So the
NASDAQ?
data that I have, I can pull up Tesla probably. The bookmap data.
No, you would need to. It's a separate subscription.
Okay, so CME separate from the DX from the stocks.
That's right. That's right. So it's
Okay.
you would you subscribe to CME or whatever exchange there or the group, and then you would also have a separate subscription for bookmap data for NASDAQ. Now NASDAQ meaning it's just NASDAQ the exchange. But there's a whole lot of like, I mean, you can bring up SPY and a whole lot of other nicey stocks as well. So no, it's just
Cool.
NASDAQ as the kind of ECN. Anyway, all right. Let's see.
Yeah, this is great trade, Laura. I know when she saw that liquidity come in above as a target, she just was sitting there like a sniper, waiting for the pullback, and saw the absorption, then the move up, and then the small pullback, and then got in targeting that liquidity above. I think it's beautiful.
It is. Yeah, no, well played, Laura.
All right. Let's see here. Let's move on. We got a bunch.
The next one,
from
another one from her. This is a failed trade. So that's it. Yep, that one there. So it's another TLBA trendline break. Although cutting it down really short here, Bruce, as she admits herself, you can see within the mistakes, there's no liquidity below. So she really was chasing unicorns around the garden here. There's no liquidity below, and she's getting in and she gets busted out. So, of course, what David's going to say here, again, you're on it already, Bruce. So if you go up to the 67 hyphen TV, it's where you see the sell volume pick up. We break out, we have that sharp V. That's a trade, Laura. That's an aggressive trade to take. And that you've got the liquidity below. The early liquidity's been filled. You've got liquidity at number 4. Should have been all over that like a rash. Albeit, David, it's not a setup as a TLBA. It's I don't know what we call these setups, Bruce. They're just chasing, we're just chasing people around the garden, aren't we, really? Well,
oh, no.
I don't know what the phrase is.
No, she did a great job here. I mean, this is the setup. It didn't work.
It didn't work. No, no liquidity.
But
nothing to go.
It's all here. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all marked up, and everything looks good. Especially the aggressors and all of this high liquidity over here, and one more hit, and this high liquidity up here as well transacts. The aggressors come in, they take it below the swing into and through this, and then here's your low volume pullback. No question about it, right? She's waiting for a pullback and then to get in and then have this go lower, and it just didn't. The volume kind of picks up once it gets back into the range up in here. And this will happen, and she got out really quickly, so good on her right there. So she entered here and then she got out there. So
this is just after London close. Her 10:30 is at 11:30 for you, and that's 4:30 for me. So it's just gone to London close.
Yeah. And what day was this here? This is the 9th. Okay. Anyway, I think you did a great job, Laura, and you reduced the risk. Fantastic. Yeah. And liquidity below, like on these reversals, like they don't really pop up, and just say like, hey, I'm down here. They kind of pop up after it starts to kind of go that direction. So we're looking for a lot of the sellers here and sellers here to move it and then start to target those areas. You can see that her line down here, obviously this isn't an uptrend, so it resumed, basically. So I guess this is her VWAP. Yeah, her VWAP here, which was her target. You can see she put her target right there by that VWAP. Yeah, it just didn't work. But good job, Laura.
I'm just sticking to the chat, Bruce. Sorry, this is from this morning on NQ because I'm just re-emphasizing your point of like liquidity. So those that were trading this morning with me, like John, or I was trading with John, vice versa. We had a really great. Yesterday, as we all know, big sell down, lots of percentages going down. This morning, you woke up and you had these deep liquidity levels on NQ. I'm not going to say it was clear where we were going to go, Bruce, but that's where we went. So there's some great money to be made. This great money chasing that up into there, and then on the far right, it's all a bit squeezed up. Of course, that's the CPI numbers. But yeah, liquidity was very useful today on NQ. That's for sure. And on the far left in the cloud notes, I haven't quite captured it properly, but that's an options level as well, which was quite. I think it was L3, which is quite significant as well. But anyway, yeah.
Nice.
Playing magnets. Yeah, playing magnets around.
Bruce,
Sorry?
can we go back to Laura's trade?
Yeah.
Great shout. Right, so over to you.
Yeah. The only thing I want to say, it's a great trade, but the only thing I have in my head is John in my head saying no liquidity, no trade.
Yeah,
You know,
very true.
no liquidity, no entry. So that's the only thing that would have stopped me from getting in that trade. And most of the time, when there's no liquidity at the bottom, it's usually a fake reversal.
Yeah.
All the criteria will meet, it'll go down and then shoot right back up towards where the liquidity is. So, Laura was the first one to grasp this concept. So that's the only thing I wanted to input. Like I didn't see, I would have played if there was liquidity. Her thought was the VWAP, because I started off as a VWAP trader. The VWAP would have been the substitute for the liquidity to push it down, but as you see, there was more buyers. It didn't push it down. So if I didn't see that liquidity down there along with that VWAP, I wouldn't have took the trade. I would have heard John's voice in my head telling me not to take it.
You would do. You would do. Yeah.
All right.
But other than that, great trade, Laura.
Any other comments, guys?
No, looks good. I mean, way to reduce your risk, being able to see a not favorable trade, and you take it and reduce your risk, and not have like the anxiety or emotional, just whatever it is, to like re-enter again. Take the trade and it failed, and be done with it. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I think she did great.
Let's see. Let's move on. And Nadia, I don't think we've had you up on the stage before. We've covered you, but let's invite you up. And I believe this is Jack. No, this is Moby. Moby covered you here. So let's put your trade up here and let you walk us through your decisions here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Nadia.
Hey.
Hi there.
I am learning to be simple, actually, and that's why I am just focusing on this front-end setup, because I like it, because it keeps me simple and I can think. Otherwise, when I was using many indicators, then I was always confused, because somehow any indicator showed me that it will not work, and then it has made me always uncertain. And now I'm keeping the things simple, and it is giving me also the clarity about the trades. This is very nice about the trend line setup. But you have to focus only a few things and not 6 indicators. Yes.
Great.
Then my focus is passive liquidity, and the last days I have observed trends where passive liquidity was not visible. I think because these are iceberg orders, and that's why I cannot see them, and that's why absorption is the one more option to analyze if the passive liquidity is also there.
Yeah. I remember this one, and I put this into the lineup.
Replays.
Yeah, the replays, because this was during the webinar. You're spot on, Nadia. We saw this huge iceberg here, and went through it in detail, how that unfolds, and then it continued on to the downside, and you've got it's really nice to hear you like it very simple. You've got it marked up here, your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4. You're keeping it simple. It's clear for you, so you know what you're doing. And that is really, really important. And then you're building confidence with going over this again and again in replay mode.
Yes, but still then, when you are in a trade, then keep a cool mind. This is the most difficult part, which I think is that I have that I cannot keep my mind cold. And like you said last time, we are drunk. We have just one target and one stop loss. And I want to get somehow out of this dilemma. So.
Yep.
Not quite sure I follow, but we're trying in the pilot program to just stay with 1 in and 1 out. It can be 10 in or 10 out, whatever you want to do, but like whatever you're comfortable with. But like 1 entry, 1 exit, because if you don't, here's what happens. And I don't know if this is what you're talking about, Nadia, but you get in 1 here, and then let's suppose this goes against you. Oh, I'm just going to throw another in here. Goes against you down here, and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to throw another
3 in there.
And then
Yes.
all I have to do is get back up to here, and I'm in profit, right? And then it gets up to here, and you go, oh yeah, I just made a ton of money, everybody. Look, and it's very, very lazy. I think, and it leads to really bad trading, and it will not allow you to really sharpen your entries and trade management.
Okay.
That's and maybe it's tough, but you'll get good at it, and then later, once you kind of move beyond that part, and it's not laziness anymore, it's you're actually scaling in, because you see something that adds to the setup and the criteria that gives you another edge, then that's something very different. So anyway, and the beauty, I keep saying this to everybody and repeat it, is that you can trade this again. So just rewind it, trade it again. If you didn't like this entry in here, look for other entries potentially. And maybe it was a minor trend line, maybe it was this one, and you traded it up to here, and you just took a single. I don't know, or this one's a beautiful trade, and you moved your stop up, you moved your take profit up, etc. So anyway, I've said enough. I'm going to turn it over to Trading His Life, because he always says that we say everything, and then he's got nothing to say.
Dude, thank you, because I have a lot to say.
The floor is yours.
Oh. Nadia, beautiful trade, beautiful trade. You're
Thank
doing
you
a
very
great
much.
job in the pilot program. I know you're talking about having a clear head. Me and you spoke about this in the past. I know it's kind of hard because of the impulse, because soon as it broke the trend line, you got in. Sometime it'll break the trend line, then it'll reverse back and go in the opposite direction. Remember we
Exactly.
spoke of, yeah, you have to wait for the pullback because you see it broke the trend line, it pulled back, then it went again. So if you would have waited for it to pull back, then after it goes back and pulls back a little bit, that's your confirmation right there that it's gonna go up. And then you could have placed your exactly, and you place your stop loss right there where Bruce put it. That way, your risk to reward is not that big. You're not risking that much, and you're gaining so much. So that way, you'll have a clear head with more confidence. Like you see, it broke the trend line, pulled back, broke the trend line again, and then look at the pullback. It didn't come down to the trend line. Buyers did not let it come down. That's your confirmation right there to help put you at ease. Like, okay, this is strong. And look at the volume. Look at the volume where the number by the number 4, Bruce. Look at the volume. So with that being said, I hope that would like help you, be at ease a
Yeah.
little bit so your emotions won't get all over the place. But this come through from the replay mode. The more you do it, the more you'll feel more confident, the more your mind will be at ease and your emotion will take over. But your exit was beautiful. You exit right at the next heavy liquidity right there. So that's the only thing I have to say about this. But you've been doing a great job in the pilot program. Just wait on the pullback. Sometimes you may miss it because I miss it waiting on the pullback, but I rather miss it and then have my emotions all over the place, and then I'm not trading, I'm gambling because I'm going based off of my emotion and not off my mind.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Back to you, Bruce.
This is
Bruce?
What were we going to say, Nadia?
Yeah, Nadia, were you going to
no.
add
Thank you
something?
very much.
Ah, okay. D&T, jump in.
Oh, no, nothing. I really like that you're keeping it simple and going from like complex to simple. It's such a relief, and like everything that you learned about trading, it's like it all comes down to this, really just finding a setup and sticking to the setup. And from this one setup that Bruce had us do here in this pilot program, it's really neat because we take it and then we reverse engineer it. We're going through all these iterations and we gain all these nuances. And like what we're learning is we're learning a reversal, and we're learning the science of a reversal pretty much. And from this we learn the little things that David was just teaching us just now, which is those what seems to be like a breakout trade, and like it seems like it's aggressive, right? But if you know how to, what Trading is Life just said, placing your stop properly, and you place that stop properly and you know how to actually take a stop properly, you're okay with taking the stop and being wrong, then you learn these nuances start to become something greater. You start to wrap your mind around the reversals a little bit better, and then you can do cool things like what David said. But for now, keeping it simple, waiting for this macro trend line break. Only if all the trades were this beautiful, right? You had the liquidity target above, and the aggressive buyers started to come in, like on this move up. Like this was if all the trades were this easy, that'd be best.
Yeah, let's pray for that.
I know.
Yes. I know that the trend line break breakout setup is for reversals, but I have sent today a trade replay, and it can be also pullback when the heavy liquidity like this is in front of me.
Yeah, Bruce, if you go to the chat, I actually forwarded it, right, Nadia? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. So Bruce, if you go in the chat and no, I'm sorry, keep going up higher. This one is lows. This is the same trade, but this is lows trade.
Yeah.
This was the replay, yeah. So if you go back and scroll up and up and up,
okay.
You'll see like turquoise and gray.
This one?
That's Nadia's. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this was a great read of context, and she used the trendline break accumulation in the direction, in the context of the trade.
Yeah.
And this, go ahead.
No, this. I think I know where you're going on this, and if Duzman was in here, I kind of mentioned this to him, but here is the direction, right? Now you're seeing all of this high liquidity here, and it's getting filled, and this is more like kind of a pullback within the bigger trend. But this is also a reversal on a smaller time frame. So I think that's where you're going with it. But I'll let you. Sorry, I maybe should have let you explain it.
That's exactly what we were talking about, Nadia, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a great read of context. And I look for the same thing, and it's you're just praying that this shows up, right? I mean, the markets move 60, 70 handles down. You're looking for something. So you're hoping, you're praying for your setup in the direction of the trend. And you got it.
Thank you very much.
That's it. You took this trade on DNT?
I'm sorry?
You took this trade?
This is Nadia's.
Yes. This is Nadia's? Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because the low volume pullback is all over this trade on the trend down. You see it right there above, Bruce?
All the way down
the
here?
Up, I'm sorry. Right.
I mean, there's tons of them. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. The very first one. Go up. You see the impulse up. One more.
This one?
No, on the side you was at the impulse move, low volume. Right there. There you go. Then you see the go on top of that, which is the impulse move, low volume pullback. Then it continued down.
I'm sorry. You're losing
right
me
where
here.
right where you circled, where you did the circle, up top, right there on top.
Here.
No, Bruce, up top, all the way up top, where you did right there. Yes. Now go up one.
Here.
Up further up, above that, where you did right there. Perfect. You see, that's right there. The impulse moved down, then it pulled back, and then it continued down.
Okay.
That's where my stop loss would have been.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. There's a small lag in here between what I'm showing and then when I hear you. So I'm a little
It's
off
all right.
on it.
It's all right. It was just that, like you said, it's a ton of them, but there's a couple of that's the first one I saw.
Yeah. But I was gonna mention something here. Let's see. Oh yeah, about like DNT, what you're talking about in terms of context and nuances. You're spot on. I mean, look at this kind of jag right here, where we found some buying starting to come in. It kind of pulled back, and then you really see the sellers come in and drop it. That's where it comes back up to retests up here. And you notice all these little nuances in these things all the time. and you start to look for them, and just keep them in mind along the way. Nadia, I would recommend, or anybody. So at least what I try to do is like, okay, why here, why there, and does it happen often?
Thank you very much.
Let's see. There was something else in here. Oh, regarding the this in here. Oh, this David. So I'll turn it over to you because like here,
Thank you, sir.
I wanted to turn it over at this point here because like here, this is another nuance in this setup, and we saw it in the one earlier, and you'll notice this again and again, like here's a pretty strong move, but look what it does, right? It trades up into very high liquidity here, and you're getting in after it trades into high liquidity. Now, typically when these aggressive buyers will meet the sellers, you'll get a pullback. This is very typical.
Yes.
So this went immediately against you. So now this is where David enters, is look for it to come back up here again, and look for those aggressors again, because here you have on your side, like you said, first off, iceberg, liquidity, trend line, pullback, and look at the aggressors as you noted. If they come in again here, it's likely to move, and the first swing or liquidity up here as target. So David would be all over this, I imagine, and just spanking them in, like
spanking it hard, yeah.
yeah, just throwing in these contracts, just like boom, 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 boom.
Getting giddy.
David,
but then it is an aggressive entry.
It is, but you look who you have on your side.
You do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've got all of these guys on your side, and it broke the structure, so you're probably going to get a stop run, and you can see that's CVD. Anyway, David, does that make sense? And maybe
makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and I thank you, Bruce. And it's a great trade, Nadia. So thank you for sharing it, and great you joining us today in the academy. I love the London levels you've got on the far left, number 2, levels and flow, like we touched on a little bit on some of the trades earlier on, knowing where there could be, you're anticipating there could be something going on. The volume bars are picking up. So 1 minute we're selling, the next minute we're buying. I love the change in liquidity, Bruce, at 6855. That gets pulled off as the price is coming along. I'm not sure how much further the price went up, but easy to say Monday morning quarterback, but you've moved your take profit up. Fantastic. Could have moved it a little bit further. You see the liquidity disappearing at 55, and then it's fattening up at 57, 60, 62, etc. We see that all the time. We saw that today on the NQ when the price was scooting out, where you think, okay, you just need to follow along. I say you need to follow along. So when you see that again, think, okay, I'm not going to try and get out. I don't need to front run it at 53.5. Actually, let's move it up to 55.5 or something. Keep an eye on those levels on the book. Would be what I try and do anyway, Chris. Yeah.
It's hilarious, David, because that's actually that's right where mine was, and actually it failed.
Okay. Did it? Okay.
It got weak and I flattened out. But yeah, I actually just forwarded my live trade, and I took this live, and yeah, I flattened, and it didn't hit the mid. It was just you would have thought, right? I would have thought
you would have.
Yeah. But it's Bookmap really helps to kind of see that exhaustion.
Yeah, I mean that happened to me today on NQ within CPI when we were up to, I don't know which level it was, but yeah, there were thick bloods. It moved a bit, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out here, and it didn't. It came back, and I still did well, but yeah, it doesn't always get there, despite what I said earlier on.
Well, I mean, that's fine actually, because like this is, I was going to mention the same thing, D&T, and I'm glad you you have the visual here. This is great because
Yeah.
this was kind of the target and the swing up in here. We got a swing, we got high liquidity, even though they pulled, and it just kind of exhausts out. But it did trade later. But you'd have to stay in this for a while. I think it came all the way back down into these levels in here, and then finally came up and traded up in here.
Come up. Okay.
Yeah, but
For the runner.
it took a while. So I think D&T, way to go. Like flatten out on that, and then Nadia as well. I think keep an eye out on these things, like I think David was saying. But like I think you played it well.
Very much. Yeah.
And then it's up to you. Like you'll learn these nuances of the setup, and you'll think like, I've seen it do this, and then it trades up here. So I'm gonna put my take profit up here around 57. But in this case, like it's up to you. I mean, however you want to manage it, because here's you brought your stop up here anyway, so you're in profit regardless.
Big time. Yeah.
So that is a good point, and this is something that everybody needs to consider. And this is not just with the trend line accumulation; it's with the low volume pullback. It's with any setup that you have, and every setup that any trader has. It's what's your target, and sometimes a lot of times it's best to take your target, and then what's nice about this setup is it actually it can set up another trade depending on if it breaks up higher. Like if it breaks higher, you can create a whole new setup around that. But sometimes it is best just to take these base hits.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I mean, that's a good 14, 15 handle run. So well done you. It's beautiful money.
Absolutely.
All right. I think
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
No, Nadia, you've been putting in, like everyone said, like really a ton of work. So this is good on you.
Yeah. No.
We got one more here. This was that one we just went over. So
yeah, what did Moby say?
Let's see, what did Moby say here?
The mobster.
MR comments down.
It's kind of dense. I'll put this into the chat though for you, Nadia, and
Thank you.
you can. Moby always does really nice work. So he's a great trader, and take a look at his comments.
Definitely. If we looked at all Moby's, who pulled up all his Notion files and read all his comments, we'd be expert traders.
Big time.
Yeah, totally.
I miss trading with Moby of a morning.
Oh yeah. Moby's such a gentleman. Just a pleasure. So let's see. What else is in here? Is Matt in here? No, I don't see Matt.
I posted Lowe's replay file of the same 16th in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to cover Lowe.
No, I'm sorry. Looks like I think Jack covered Robert, and then Lowe, we'll get to you as well. But we got some notes here from and some trades from Jack, so we can go with this right now, and we'll invite you up. Another thing too, that trade that Nadia just took, like I said, that was during the live webinar, and I was mentioning it to you guys, I think to Lowe, to Owen, to Robert, and it's like, you guys saw this, right? Or DNT. I don't know if you were in there or not, but I was like, you guys saw it, right? This is it. This is what we're looking for. and this is how we'd manage it, and it was great because it doesn't happen too often that it happens right during the webinar.
That
That
would
was
never
me.
happen.
That was me. I was there. I was there.
Oh, you were there.
That's
Yeah. All right,
Hello,
Robert,
guys.
welcome.
Hello,
Hey,
welcome.
Robert. What's up, man? You're posting some great stuff in there. I agree with a lot of what you say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think that this is the trade between yesterday night in Poland and today. Yeah, something fresh. I think. It's not about. It's not our strategy. As a matter of fact, it's like using Bookmap to see the chance to earn some money. So the entry was at the end of the day at the very visible liquidity. So it's this liquidity. You are starting from that place.
Look at this. I mean,
Okay,
you
I
nailed
was
it.
starting from the bottom, and and there are different trades. Yeah. Oh, this was wonderful. I like this trade very much because that day it's not even clear to see that day because before that the things we can see was London Open, and I traded this London Open, and it played very well. So after London Open, we've got this green bubbles at the left. I took some money from this trade, and later we had this accumulation above. I marked with the green rectangle. So I have seen this at the top on the left, higher, at the top, higher here. Yes, here it was kind of accumulation after London Open. As I said before, these green bubbles at the very left, at the top, was the London Open and profit from this. And here, where you showed, it was accumulation, and I jumped here at the breakout of the range. But it was also so very strange situation because you can see that what I usually don't do, I took there the limit order. Why? Because I missed higher at the exit of the range. You can see the dot at the line, at the yellow line. You can see higher and to the left, higher to the left. Yellow dot on a red dot. Oh, somewhere here, a little bit. Oh, to the left.
It's at the break of the. It's at the break of
breakout of the range. First breakout. There are two breakouts.
Right here.
There is a breakout. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It was the moment I missed. I went off the computer for 1 minute exactly, and the move was very, very fast. So when I saw that the price went very down, I said, sorry, I will not be in the trade. But the setup is very nice to be because I have seen the left side of the chart. So I said I will not be in the trade, or I will be if I will get the same price. So I put the limit order, and the price went back to my position when I wanted to do the yes, exactly, and just entered. And I have seen very big possibility to go very, very low. And in the middle of the move, I have noticed that it was one day after the rollover or something like this, and I started to use this March contract. So I have noticed that I don't have the stop loss. So I said, okay, I will have to place the stop loss, and I wanted to place the stop loss using Bookmap, and unfortunately I went out of the trade. So in this after this half of the way, I went out of the trade and immediately re-entered. So in the place where you can see just exactly here, I re-entered in this place. So it was like continuous trade till I get the profit somewhere in the middle of the picture at the here. Yes, exactly. It was as a matter of fact, the target was half of the centimeter on the screen lower, but I started to trail the stop and went a little bit earlier. So it was the end of this first part. Later was the side movement, and I did not play there. Later at the bottom of the trade, later at the bottom in the green, yes, just here I jumped in, but it was quite late. I took some profit, some small profit, and decided not to play this day. But I was talking this day with Lo, and we were talking about the situation on the market, and I was sure that we will go up next morning. So I said, if the price will, and we were during the discussion, we were somewhere in the upper part of this range, and yes, and I put this limit order at the very low of the liquidity. There was nothing below, and I said, okay, I will place this order here and wait for the next day, because and I put the limit, the target at the low of the previous day. So I was looking at the different chart and it was target, the take profit I was set up at the low of the previous day, and hopefully the trade went in my way during the Asian session. And in the morning, of course, I have noticed also that again there was no setup for my stop loss, so I put the stop loss, as you can see, on the right hand side, and trailed this this trade up till it was closed with the stop loss also. But I think it was nice trade. For me, it was very clear, there was nothing at the bottom. There was no liquidity. I had some targets. I had some my context from the bigger time frames from the daily, and I knew that after such a big move down, where I could take quite a big profit that day, because for the all day it was almost or more even than 80 points. So it was very nice, and I said the price has to retrace, has to be back, and the target was, for me, it was clear. Of course, this day it was the target was hit. So and also I was expecting, as I see the trade line break accumulation, but I don't remember how I think there was no this trade, but it was but I did not read this explanation. So maybe you, as experienced people, can you comment or explain what was the comments of here? I did.
Yeah. I mean, I brought up Lo, and here, Lo, I'll bring you up again, because I actually commented on your trade in the pilot program.
Okay.
He took the same one. I didn't know you guys.
Yes, we were talking together.
We're talking, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about the same trade.
So anyway, I'll show his right after yours, but I'll turn it over to I don't know. We'll start with David.
Great. No, thank you. Great trading. Is this your trading window? Because it's quite zoomed out.
Sorry.
It's quite zoomed out in terms of like the time. So if we look at the bottom left, it's 1300 hours and then 1900 hours. So are you trading on this zoomed out Bookmap, or do you have a? That's all.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Are,
Lo, if you can
I
mute for now. Anyway, go ahead, Robert.
so I don't get exactly the point. It's not clear or something. I don't understand. What
No,
about zoom out?
Yeah, so picture we've got here, is this your trading frame in terms of you have this on your monitor or monitors where you
No,
have...
I've got whole picture with it's somebody cut this part, I think. When I present everything with the price, with the entry, and with everything. So I don't know. It's reprinted, I think.
Okay.
I've got different ones. I can search for it, but
Okay.
I'm not sure it's important now.
It might have been.
No, I tried.
Might have been Vinny who cut it, but anyway.
Yeah, it's quite zoomed out for me. Maybe because like when you look at my screen, it can be sort of like 30 minutes across from left to right, whereas here it's like a day. I love the aggressive.
To deliver as clean as possible. So
yeah, I love the aggressive entry on the London Open. That's great. That's really good. That's like what we've been talking about a fair bit tonight.
As a matter of fact, this London Open is not presented here, but it was, and I also presented somewhere in the academy probably because the London Open is not a part of Bruce's pilot program. So
okay,
I did,
my bad.
so I don't put it here, but when I have something like this, and this was not also in the pilot program because I don't think it's clear one of our setups. So when I use something or when I only use Bookmap to earn some money, I put it in the academy only.
Okay. No, that's probably about it, really, Bruce. For me, I think. I mean, I think the rest has been covered. Thanks.
Okay. Let's see. Trading is life. Before any of us touch it here, any comments?
No, I think Robert covered it all for himself.
Yeah.
Great trade, Robert. I saw where you first entered and you waited for price to pull back and you exit the heavy liquidity. You followed your draw stop. Great trade. Way to be active in the lit program as well, and helping the new people to understand the trend line information and just being active in the from the beginning. You was always active in the on the board on the in the chat room. So thank you for that. That's it.
You're welcome.
DNT, jump in.
It really looks like we got buyers down there at the lows after yesterday's sell-off, doesn't it? Look at those.
Yeah.
You can kind of see them here. I posted an image as well with the same thing. I noticed the same thing. It's yesterday into like the final hour, you got not even the final hour. It was like from like 1 or 1400 Eastern into the end of the day. You just have it's just basing down here. We had the trend down, and it starts basing, and then it doesn't go anywhere in the ETH until then it makes that low 2200 Eastern, and then it starts uptrending at that point. They really look at those volume bars. You really can almost say like, hey, are we finding buyers on this move down, on these moves down? We've been one time framing down for a few days now, and then finally today we poked the high, previous high, a couple points, and then just a massive dump again. So it's like, it kind of looks like we got some buyers here. It's really cool to see it on Bookmap, though, isn't it?
Big time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me cover like and I'm just curious to get your guys feedback on my feedback because this is what I saw, and I was kind of like Robert was saying, like both of these trades in here are not really in the pilot program, and actually they are, both of them. Well, one of them is we're working on it, to be honest, and this is a low volume pullback. There is no question about it. This is a low volume pullback. This is a beautiful low volume pullback here, and there's another one in here, and that's where you started to draw up your take profit zone here, which is really nice, Robert. So yeah, this is these low volume pullback moves, like they can really move. This reversal can really move too. Let me bring up Lowe's chart, and then let him talk too. Let me find it here. Hold on. Okay. Right. Okay. So Low. Yeah, actually, he marked it up here, right? So, in fact, this is a really interesting trade, in my opinion. So, like, he recognized one in here is the passive accumulation, but this is at the close, right? Here's the 5 to 6 p.m. East Coast time. The market's actually closed. And then here's the the Asian session. So this is a multi-day setup. In fact, Robert held it through and had to have the overnight margin to be able to do that. And then he actually put some risk on Robert, I think, because we don't know if this is going to happen here, like and really drops off. You were looking for the pullback because you just said this is just too big, but like boy, it's scary. Like, but you guys both recognize when these buyers come in here. This is the break of the structure on heavy buying after high liquidity filled at the close. This is a beauty. This is a higher time frame setup. It is the same idea, the same stuff, and these moves can be huge on these kinds of setups, because it's all of this in here is your accumulation. So you could look for it to come back up into maybe here, up into here, or even back up to the swing high. Anyway, so you got in, both you guys like noticed it over here, got in. This is great. Low, you reduce your risk a tremendous amount by waiting for this to pick up, get in, you write it up to the high liquidity. Now it doesn't look like much, but this is a 15 point move up here. It's a beauty. It's just that it's kind of squished down in the chart. So anyway, that's what I saw, and I wanted to mention it in here, and I don't know, someplace in here, good stuff, really good stuff. And Low and Robert, I'll just turn it over to you guys and let you guys chat about it.
Lo, maybe you will tell something.
Oh,
hello, Bruce. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I was talking to Robert concerning this trade. I told him, look, I'm in this, I'm long in this, and he took me out because. But you know what's the main reason why I was out? Because I looked at your webinar from last Thursday only after my trade, and over there you were teaching Robert, or I think Robert, that you should keep your stops a bit tighter when you are scalping, for example, a trend line or something, and you should keep them a bit wider when you are doing the TLBA setup. So this is what I did, why I made a mistake, because I took 2 times stop loss hit, and then the price continuously went flying. So
it's Bruce,
so stupid, yeah.
Sorry, Bruce, please switch the picture, because it's mine, not
Right.
Low's.
Let me I'm sorry guys, let me find it again here from Low. Oh god, I gotta scroll.
But I need to add, Robert said that tomorrow the market's gonna go up. I think I have the bias that it's gonna go up. He put he left over there the order, and he went to sleep.
Good lad.
And he was right. He was not even afraid when the market went against him.
Yeah, that takes some a lot of nerve to be able to do that. But here's your chart, Lo.
Yeah. So exactly like you said it, I don't think there's much to say from my point, except some things, because I tried to go in on maybe a low volume pullback. I don't know exactly what that is at the moment. It's only something in my brain. But yes, as far as you said, I noticed the passive accumulation. I noticed the guys that were entering with aggressive accumulation over there when I marked the 4 on the left side. First of all, because I noticed they were starting to accumulate and create a range for us to break out from. There was mainly no trend line, so I didn't want to rely on a trend line break over there, because I saw that the low side of the range was being tested several times. Over there, where you see, I have piled 3 buy orders under number 3, something like that. Yes, so I noticed that if you see over there was a big volume delta on the left upper side of your circle, and I noticed over there there is forming another range. So I said, okay, I got this entry, and I had no entry before, and I said to myself, okay, it went out of the range. It's going to pull back up a bit until the other range is forming on the top of the other range, and it's going to pull back on low volume, and I'm going to go in. But then I changed my mind and I took it off, and it would have been a really perfect entry. If you see the first one. Yeah. The first one, the upper one.
This one.
That was the first one I wanted to put. I put it over there, and then I took it off. It was stupid. Anyway. But I need to relate to this, not to go forward. This is a stupid behavior, which I tried now, to layer in 3 orders, which doesn't, it's not going to create for me a good behavior. So it's good that I canceled them, because that was the main reason, because in my brain, I was hearing your voice, don't create a bad behavior and stuff like that, So I took it off, and I said, look, I'm gonna enter with market order as soon as I see the aggressors.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah. So went in on Asian low. I see that the price was basing on the Asian low. Went in, and the price went against me. Tight stop, went out. Yeah. If I would have kept that, price would have been, I think, 100 points. I would have gained out of this move. If you look at the price section afterwards.
Yeah. Really, really nice stuff, guys. Both you guys noticed this. I love this right here, the gap. So this is a setup for the close, basically. And you guys, I encourage you to explore this further. This is a great one, because this can set up for the whole day the next day, and this could go higher, a lot higher. In the next day, and you noticed it all here, and then once it starts to get up in there, maybe take some off in here, and then move your stop up a bit, but you're looking for the bigger move here. It's a multi-day type of setup here. I don't know, DNT or
trading is life,
or trading is life. Jump in, please.
Yeah, I think it was a beautiful trade. I just want to empathize on the importance of the community. I know Bruce been telling people to please post, but that's the importance of posting, because Robert and Lo, they post the same trade, and they were able to communicate with each other and feed off each other. So we know trading is a lonely game. So once you start posting, you can easily find you a trading partner. And I have people, Shark is not here, that I bounce off ideas to. Laura, even Robert, me and him spoking. So I just want to empathize the importance of posting and taking that first step and being part of the community, because you never know, you may get a trading partner out of it. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, nice, very nice point. DNT. DNT. See there? No? Okay. All right. So let's see. So just another. This kind of reverts back to previous conversations, just in this session here, guys. For David, it's right in here. Okay.
Yes.
So note that all of this in here. Note that you've got all of this liquidity in here. You've got the close. You got settlement. Down here, right? You're above it, and it's basing back and forth. So you got all of these guys from the previous session on your side, and then it's basing back and forth in here, and then you got this in London, and they start to come in, or I'm sorry, maybe this is late Asian, but into the London, trading up into the London, I guess. Anyway. Now you've got these guys on your side. Okay, so that's the kind of the gist of it. But here, and I think Low, I think this is an excellent entry. I think you're maybe a little early, and because of what you had marked up here. So you got stopped out on this one. So what? You got back in, which is great. So again, what I was kind of showing earlier is like the first move up, pull back, and then you get another move up and you get more buy volume. This is going to break most likely. Now, we never know, but it's much higher probability that you're going to get a retest back up into some of the swings in here when you start to see this pop up again. And you nailed it here, Low. So that goes back to Nadia's trade and goes back to someone else's trade as well. I think, Laura's trade. And David, any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, this chimes, Bruce, thanks, with the great trading with the NQ chart. We put up a bit earlier on liquidity on this morning, London morning, European morning. And I'm sort of repeating what I think I said last week in terms of what I do as a trader. As an aggressive trader, I've just put in the chat there, you'll see the DAX this morning was on fire. So on this chart at 4 a.m. is when...
do you want me to bring up that chart again, or your chart?
Yeah. If you could, the one I just popped in, which is the DAX.
I got it. Yeah.
So again, it's sharing what David's doing when he's trading the London time frame, the ETH. So I'm looking at this and I can see the DAX is going crazy. It really was this morning. There was talk of within the squawk. It's about Rheinmetall and $X billion in terms of some space stuff. This is going up. The dollar was going down. Euro currencies were going up, which is helping driving this as one point. Then at my 9 o'clock, so that's that 4 a.m. on those charts there, Bruce, the ones you were sharing, then all the tech. I'm checking the tech on Bookmap, what's happening to NVIDIA, what's happening to Tesla. They're all going north. They're all picking up from yesterday's sell down. So that's given me confidence what I'm seeing on the Bookmap, whether it's on NQ or ES, that yes, if I am going long, I can go long hard. I've got the liquidity above. It's happy days all around.
Nice.
How I traded this morning.
Nice.
As you pointed out, yeah.
Well, so here's this is that little pullback in here, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that, and did you get in here? I'm wondering.
I was in before that.
You were in here.
I was trading very, London was quite sort of clear. I was also, I wasn't looking at the chart that you guys have got there on the far left, but over the years where we have these big sell downs like we had yesterday, 1-2%, depending which indices, the next day it's really likely we are going to see a pull up. We are going to close some of that gap. And we nearly closed on NASDAQ most of that gap until it started to pay it back. So that's in my mind. But that's reps and sets, Bruce, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we got to have you for a London expertise webinar.
Yeah. But it's that confluence at the end of the day. It's looking at this, and I do trade the DAX at times off this very chart. This is I don't trade it on Bookmap. I trade it on this chart here, but more of a sort of swing trade. On what I'll do. But lovely trend day today, really was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I just kind of wanted to mention and note trading his life's comment there, because this is really, really cool to see. Like last time it was actually Lowe and Robert as well. We showed their trading journals kind of side by side, and and talked about the performance. But here we're showing the same trade setup, or the way that they took it and traded it, but they were talking to each other, and like that's invaluable. I mean, look what like what you guys got from it, and that's what posting in the community can bring you. So
it does. If I cut in, sorry, Bruce. I think trading Cypher mentioned about sort of no, that's okay, about trading buddies. I mentioned about Moby. I met Moby through Bruce before we had the academy, wasn't it, Bruce? When we were, you're bringing people together. Moby being in Australia, so him and I and Yuri used to trade together of a morning. And whether it was using Skype to sort of chat and just see what we were seeing. And I used to trade with Tom. Pretty much before he started doing his traders lab, didn't I, Bruce? It was Tom and me and one or two others. We were just again on Skype, and we'd trade together as trading buddies, and it's great. It's great. It just today with John, I could say if John was on here, he's a trading buddy with me, and so I took NASDAQ, the trade in front of you here. Yeah, I took NASDAQ up into liquidity very hard. John took it back when it hit liquidity and came back down. When it pulled back, John is taking the short, and yet I was still holding some runners for further on. And that's the beauty of your community, to use the phrase we've had tonight.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, so
it's funny because oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay, D&T here. The back few months ago we talked about something similar where everybody, it was like the whole academy session was almost on one trade, and it was a reversal setup. And it's kind of funny because a lot of times it's the ones that work out like nicely, right, are the ones that like everybody can see. Everybody's kind of looking at it. It's like, oh, there it is. It's like clear as day. It just comes to you. It's really kind of funny because I remember we had an academy meeting, and we were all covering that same one reversal. Nice. Even the people who weren't in the academy session. It's like everybody's looking at it. It's like just screaming.
I remember that trade because you reposted it, because you're the one, you caught it, and you're the one that brought it up. I think me, you, Shock, Laura, and a few other people caught that same trade, and you noticed it, and then you posted in the chat room.
Yeah, and John, it makes you wonder, like, if we had a live stream, right, of all the pilot people. I'm just, I know this is the academy, but I'm just saying, since the pilot is like, it's minimal, it's only one trade, so you have multiple people looking for the same thing. It makes it a little bit easier to have like a circle around it, more so than scattered. It's different, it's a different subset of Bookmap, but it does make you wonder, right?
Yeah. I mean, good stuff, guys, and like DNT, like you know, you're alluding to something. I think the pilot program is going to turn into. I would like to see it turn more into a trading team. So, and then we'll have some more setups in there, of course. But you know, one step at a time. But how cool is that? You know, we'll have like you know, a lot of people just live trading using replay mode, going through the steps in the process. But we'll have a team. You know, I would like to see it kind of go that way.
Yeah,
And
it's really encouraging.
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
it really is. I do it by myself on YouTube, like recording myself. So, you know, if I make mistakes or whatever it is, I always can look back at it, and I can look at my narration, and I do it by myself. But you know, it's helpful to do it. So I recommend it for everybody to kind of do it. Um,
yeah, that kind of reflection is really
right.
important,
So
guys.
can you believe it's the end of the year?
Not
No,
fair. It's too quick. Where's the year gone?
yeah,
Wow.
it's we're already on the March contract. So guys, we're past the 2 hour mark. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, coaches. Thank you,
Welcome.
you know, members, and all your good work in here. You know, I think you know, we got some good value in here,
Definitely.
you know, trying to help each other through the process here and get better. So, David, take us out, please.
Well, I echo all of that, Bruce. Thank you, everyone, for being part of the community. I'll say this year, Bruce, really, if this is the last one that we're doing this year. It's a real pleasure being with all of you. And every day is a school day. So if you're celebrating Christmas, have a fantastic Christmas. If not, have happy holidays and all the very best for 2026. And catch you guys soon. Thank you.